Okay, if we want to find the linearization of this function at pi, we're going to need a couple things. We're going to need to know what is our point that this is going through, and then what is our slope at that point. To find the point, we already know that pi is our x value. We do need to know our y value. So what we're going to do over here, plug pi in for x and see what does this equal. Well, if we do cosine of pi, remember on our unit circle, cosine, or pi is 180, so that's this point right here. Cosine's our x value, and that point is -1, 0, and so this should equal -1. And so that's our point. Okay, now we also need our slope. In order to get our slope, we need to find the derivative here. So derivative of cosine is negative sine. We don't want just negative sine though. That's the general slope equation. We want it specifically at pi here. So now we want to plug in pi. Let's see what this equals. Well, sine pi is going to be 0 because that's the y value here, which is 0. And so this is going to equal 0. And so now our linearization function, we're going to start with our point slope form and then solve it as a function of L here. So we got y minus -1. Our slope is 0. X minus pi here. Well, 0 times all of this is just 0. This is the same as y plus 1. And so our equation here is this. So our linearization function would be this. If they wanted you to write it out as a function here, L of x would equal just -1. All right, let's try another one. Find the linearization of this one. So again, we want a point here. We know the x value is 0. What's the other part of our point? So plug 0 in. So we got square root of 1, which is just 1. So our point's 0, 1. Now, to get our slope, we need the derivative. This one, it's going to be easier to think of this function for derivative as 1 plus x to the 1/2 power. We can see we're going to have to use chain rule on this one. So our derivative is going to be bring down the half. New power is going to be 1 less. Leave the inside alone. Times the derivative of the inside. Derivative of 1 is 0. Derivative of x is 1. So it's just that. Now we want to find this specifically now at 0. So what's this going to be equal to? I'm going to rewrite this as 1 over 2. So there's our 1/2. And then negative square root of half, if we move it to the bottom, would be this. And half is same as square root. So really this is going to be square root of 1 plus x. All right, so now we specifically want this. What is this at 0? So it looks like 1 plus 0 is 1, square root of 1 is 1, so this is our slope here is going to be 1/2. So now for our linearization function, start with point slope here. So we're going to get y minus 1 equals just 1/2 x here, or y equals 1/2 x plus 1. So that would be the linearization. If they want it written out as a function, it would look like this. So there's our linearization.